Hey, you, friends, family, and strangers. We are walking, if you couldn't tell, our happy asses down to get Leroy out of the shop. Leroy was there shivering in the cold last night while you and I were in my office watching a movie, drinking whiskey. Poor Leroy was left out in the cold after his oil change yesterday to shiver in the darkness. Poor bastard. And I almost slept past the deadline to go get the poor son of a bitch. But luckily I didn't. We have just a spare moment to go get poor Leroy, my car, out of the shop. And the reason I say the deadline is because if I don't get there by noon, no one's going to be available to give me my keys and have me pay for the oil change. So showing up with the other set of keys and just taking old Leroy back home without paying for services, probably not the best idea. So let's go get Leroy right now, and I don't know, whatever else we decide to get into. It is 51 degrees right now. Late April, 51 degrees. Not a fan. But anyways, let's get into something today. I'm probably going to do a nice little blend of laziness and productivity today. So, gather your things and let's do it.
You're a loser.
Old Leroy made it through his surgery. He's doing good. We're just kind of trying to get back to normal, but slow. I don't want to rush him or, anything like that. So we're just going to hang out today and watch TV, have some ice cream. He'll probably take a lot of naps and stuff today. So that's pretty much it. I mean, we don't want to go overboard, but it feels really good to have the oil changed finally in old Leroy. I need to get on the tits with the van still and get the changed in Clifford, and I need to get on the tip of the reservoir jizz dispenser when it comes to my taxes too. I just need to suckle it like a baby fawn and get those taxes filed. But hey, who's in a rush? So what if there's an IRS deadline? Hey, fuck you and your deadline, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'll file when I'm ready to fucking file. And hopefully I'll be ready to file in a couple of days because I'm gonna fucking get this shit over with. Oh yeah, if you want an update on my first experience in 18 years drinking, I'll give you the update. What happened after we said goodbye last night. Literally the only thing that happened was I finished that glass, and only that. I didn't pour any more or nothing like that. And but I could not get into the taste of that nasty ass fucking shite. And sorry to say, I had to kind of wussy out, and I diluted it heavily with a can of Coke. And it took me pretty much, I had almost all the whole can in there before I was enjoying the taste of it. And it just tasted like a Coke. I didn't even feel like buzzed. I just felt pretty relaxed for the most part. My limbs felt heavy compared to norm. But I was also insanely tired. and over it for the week. However, when I did lay down, I definitely felt like I was falling asleep quicker than I could hold off. I can lay there and stay awake as long as I choose without fermentation in the system. But last night, not so much. As soon as I laid down, I was kind of scrolling on the old phone, and I just stopped, set the phone down, and closed my eyes because I knew it was coming. I was going to end up just dropping the phone and falling asleep right there. Being super tired was a big reason, but I know what caused that. Being stuck in sleep mode with no chance of fighting it off, because normally I lay there and I don't like where I'm parked, is the point I'm making. Normally I lay there and I I take my good old sweet time. I like to pull up a good South Park episode to listen to, or I'll check messages or whatever, and then I'll get bored with bedtime scrolling, and I'm talking about fighting off sleep for like an hour or two, hardcore urge to sleep, because when I'm good and ready, then I'll lay there and listen to something and fall asleep. That was not an option for ya boy last night. Hey guys, we're back here at the house. I'm taking a big shite, if you couldn't tell by the towel rack behind me. That is a clear giveaway that shiting is taking place. Leroy is in the parking spot downstairs here at the apartment, and he's doing good, bouncing back. I see him, he's getting his old pep in his step back, so that's good. Wasn't really sure how he would come through the oil change. There was rumored of a tire rotation as well. One of those tires was leaking and needed to be replenished of its life force every 3 or 4 days. That same motherfucking tire and rim combination will most likely still be giving me the same issues, however, in a different location. So that'll be a good Easter egg hunt when the time comes, Jim. But just so you know, I'm going to go ahead and drop a hot one, and then I think we are going to organize my garage, and then I think we're going to put the van load in the motherfucking garage. And I really want to go after a TV today, so I might blow up the fucking thingy deal and get the TV going. I can't. Because the storage unit that has the TV in it is one that I'm pretty much at 5 times a week, but the storage unit without the TV in it, it's the one by the house, which is a fucking hour away-ish. So I just don't know what we're gonna do. We might just, I might just beat your clit like a speed bag. You know what I'm saying? Okay, announcement. We can't go on a trip today. We can move more shit today, but I'm fucking tired of shit right now. So that might have to wait until later. You might have to play with your toys so Dad can take a nap. One of these days, my tool bag with my hammer will be up here and out of the garage. It'll finally make its way up to the apartment, and then I can smack back down. I can finish the construction of this building by smacking back down the 10 to 15 or so nails that are sticking way up out of this patio decking. That, by the way, feel very uncomfortable when you stand on them. But for now, I'm going to sit up here on my 3rd story perch and do what every red-blooded American would do, and that is clip my fingernails and toenails and let those clippings shower down on the neighbors below me, the peasants. I done did it. I done fucked up bad. Fell asleep, took me a nap. Managed to sleep myself until 8 o'clock in the fucking evening. 8 o'clock in the fucking evening. There's people that, like old grannies are getting ready for bed right now. Done had a full day. Meanwhile, I was already in bed. You know what kind of shit I would catch if I was an old granny in bed all day? What do they say about an old woman who spent all day in bed? She ain't gonna make it to church in the morning. And you know what they say about an old lady who ain't in church? She's probably a dirty whore. Spent her whole day in bed. Well, consider me uneducated and not spiritual and unholier than hell, because I'm going to be that old lady missing church in the morning because I'm up. I am up. Brighter-eyed and more bushy-tailed than a gay leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day, because basically my whole day started just now. It's nighttime. Damn near. Well, like I done said, I'd overslept. I overnapped. The day's ruined. I could get my shit together and go do something productive, or I could sit at home eating fucking Mexican food and do jack shit. This leaked everywhere real bad. I had to clean this and throw the bag away that it came in. And the DoorDash driver is probably going to be fucking pissed when they realize that there's freaking Mexican jizz juice all over their car seat. This thing was leaking like a fucking busted zit. Well, after about 2.5 regular human-sized portions of Mexican food, basically I done ate enough for an army. I had to take a shit again, believe it or not. And I think today's pretty much ruined. I think you've seen the ruination of my life today. So the only thing really left to do is finish up this shit and then head down to the store and get some couple different options on coffee creamer. So I can finish out the night drinking coffee. And I don't know, we might crack open that Toki Japanese whiskey, although it's fucking 80-some proof. It might take your fucking head off. I'm not sure. But we might find out. I'm kind of half and half on that. I might get in the mood to get toasty later, but I didn't even feel shit off the one last night. But that was only 21 ABV and 40-some proof. So who knows? This Toki might up the ante a little bit. But nothing goes better with Mexican food shits than coffee and whiskey to add to it. All right, dude. We're at the fucking store, so quit bitching about it. We're finally here, all right? Well, that was Myers. Hell, Big Lots went out of business, and they have more options than Myers does. I gotta go. I'm sorry, I fucked up. The whole day was ruined. I wanted to take a power nap, and it turned into a fucking power plant nap. A nuclear power plant size nap. All right. I was only going to nod off for about another hour. I didn't wake up till damn near 8 o'clock in the evening. All right. That's the risk you take when you look at a daily video from this guy. Some of the days we ain't doing shit, dude. So I could have went out to the garage and said, we can't go anywhere and do nothing cool. Because what? Because we gotta organize all this shit in the garage, right? Which would have been great, but I took that long ass nap. So I definitely got points off when it comes to Dougalo Nation for sleeping. But I don't know. What the fuck you gonna do? I mean, look at this place. Would you get up bright and early to look at this fucking junk heap? Nah. Instead, you'd try to sleep that shit off good and tidy. Fucking got a bed bug in my ear or something. That's from being over at your grandma's house, searching through her panty drawer looking for that 1972 vibrator she bought at Sears on layaway. Whew. Anyways, you know, we could have went to the storage unit and I could have said, look, I can't go do nothing cool like roadside oddities or road trips or nothing right now because, oh my God, we got to go to the storage unit. But the pressure to go to the storage unit has went bye-bye because I'm screwed and stuck there at both units for another month anyway. So it doesn't... Bought myself a little more time on that one. Whew, that had meat in it. Whew. So, I slept. Guilty as charged. I'm not even going to ask you to share this link with all your friends because it really helps me out to grow the channel more than you realize. I'm not even going to ask that. I'm not even going to try to encourage you to be part of the group to make you watch more and more by getting your loyalty card, which basically is just, in my version of that, is just getting you to email me, dougalonation@gmail.com. I'm not even going to say all that. Nope, not even going to go there with you, but we are going to put a magnet on the fridge. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is called Box of Magnets, dude. Look at it. All right, which one do we want here? So far we got little miniature hand-striped mini candy canes. I don't believe they're hand-striped. I think they're handmade. I think a handmade machine striped them. But anyways, this is important to have up here because I think it's cute, all right? Judge me later, love me now. All right, my fucking battery died, so I had to do this without you. I'm sorry. Do you remember when we went to Maine? That's all we got from it. We didn't get a love affair, nothing out of the deal. We just got a stupid magnet. I think it's time to wake up. If that's not a clear sign to wake up, I don't know what it is, boys. Look, Queen, she keeps moving a shack off in a pretty cabinet. All right, you get it. You fucking get it. Just remember that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, boys. Camp more and love nature more, baby. You ever been to Pennsylvania or Ohio or Alabama or Florida or pizza or... My friends, I'm going to have to cut it short for this old video. That's right, your boy, the ghost host with the biggest boast, is going to have to pack it in for the night. It is time to pack up this campsite, piss on this fire, and head back to the clean, beautiful, decadent, lovely apartment. That's right. And guess what? You are just going to have to suck on your daddy's nipples because I have got to go. But don't worry, I'll be back with you again, as always, right here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. But until then, please don't be a douche.